offense usually goes through the North Row and 5 against them. Is there a common denominator?
We just haven't played well enough, And so, again, it's a humbling year in that regard, and we just got to continue to pick up the pieces and find a way to be better next week.
Browning's first interception, was he trying to throw that ball away?
I think so.
Were there any common denominators in what was going on with you guys on defense and allowing George Pickens to have the big
It was just some one-on-ones. It was as simple as that.
Did you feel like the energy was good coming into the game?
Yeah, we felt great. The energy was great. I thought practice was really good. Again, it was just some little things early in the game that allowed them to have a lot of momentum at home, and that can be difficult to overcome in the division when that happens.
I know there's probably individual answers to each of these, but you have a bunch of trips down inside the 35, and you don't come away with points a lot. Was there something in there that they were doing that was making it particularly tough on you guys?
We weren't doing a great job, running the ball in those short yardage situations down there. So we had a fourth down where we ended up throwing it and came up short there. The other situations, I think we had a sack one that put us in a 4th and long, and we had to kick a field goal. In a situation you like to go for it, but it was just too long to go for it, with where you were on the field, and so we kicked a field goal. I'd have to be reminded of some of those other possessions. But
has it been tough to find some consistency in the secondary this year?
Well, I think we got some young guys there battling, and they're going to continue to learn through the experience. And they've got a ton of potential and very high ceiling. And this experience will be invaluable for a lot of those guys, and we're counting on them to continue to step up. And so again, that's part of life playing as a young guy in the NFL.
Do you feel like Jake maybe was pressing a little bit too much in certain spots over there?
It's difficult, when you get behind against that defense and they're just teeing off, rushing the passer, and we're not having great success in the run game. It makes for a tough day. It's tough to play quarterback on the road in that environment, and so again, I've got to do things that help us more on offense to put us in a better position.
Was the T-ball on 4th and inches, was that the number one option on that?
Yeah.
On that part?
Is there maybe a greater level of frustration knowing what you guys, the position you could have put yourselves in? With the
We don't overreact. Again, we've done some really good things the last couple of weeks. Today wasn't a great experience for us. And again, we know what the narrative will be going forward, and so we'll just own up to it, be accountable to it, and be ready to put our best foot forward next week at Kansas City.
Does each short yardage situation from the 2nd to 3rd to 4th down, do they each tell a different story of maybe what went wrong for you guys to not be able to get a yard?
I'd have to watch them.
The mechanics on the 4th and inches, you did the nothing to lose challenge and then kind of had a timeout and swap personnel. Was that the look, or was that the plan all along to try to send a new package in?
Sometimes it's dependent on their personnel, so sometimes if they don't match it, it dictates what you want to do.
You had a play, Andre had a really nice catch on the sideline, a challenge, got
Yeah.
overturned. Was that supposed to be a quick play, or that Jake audibled off?
No, he didn't audible. I pulled us out of it. I can own up to that. It felt like we had it, looked like we had it. So instead of, sometimes you feel like you're not wasting a play, but you're not putting your best play forward. I felt like we had it. It was right down my line of sight. I obviously didn't see the hand. Even on the replay, we still felt like it was 50-50. It's surprising sometimes how those things go. And it just didn't work out in our favor. And we ended up getting back down there. We converted and got back down there, but came away with, I think, just a field goal on that drive.
How similar is what Pittsburgh did defensively compared to you saw them?
What's that?
How similar is what Pittsburgh did defensively compared to what you saw?
Yeah, there's things that are similar.
But then, so like with Browning was just more like self-inflicted mistakes with the turnovers.
I mean, he's trying to throw the ball away on one and leaves it in there. That's an obvious one for him. He knows that. I'm trying to think if the second one was, Highsmith made a great play. I mean, a defensive end dropping in the middle of the field, made a good play on that third one. And the second one, we're trying to hit a high cross, and I think the safety in there picked that one off.